This program is brought to you by the Genesis Communications Network, a world leader in talk radio since 1998. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Broadcasting and streaming live all across America. This is HomeTalkUSA with Michael King. Join us as we discuss topics pertaining to your home with industry-leading experts. Hosted by Michael King, a licensed general contractor with more than 30 years of experience in home improvements and author of Contracting with the King. This hour is brought to you by HomeTalk.expert. Do you have questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need with HomeTalk.expert. That's HomeTalk.expert. We invite you to listen at HomeTalkUSA.com, one of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like HomeTalk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, HomeTalk.expert proudly presents the #1 home improvement radio program in the country with the man from the Bayou Land. Your host, the Cajun contractor, Michael King.
Ça, c'est le bon temps roulé. That's right, let the good times roll right here on the Home Improvement Broadcasting Network. I am the Cajun man from the Bayou Land, the originator, not the duplicator. Please don't accept no substitutions, man. I have a great guest, a great announcement. I sure hope you just stay tuned. We have some exciting information we're going to share for you. And but before it's just kind of hard right now. I'm so excited. But before we get to our guests and we talk about this breaking news that's going to shake the home improvement industry forever, please don't forget, we are streaming live on the World Wide Web. All right, here we go. The great announcement that starting next week, we're going to have a little segment of the show that we're going to dedicate to all the inventors right here in America. And Miss Rita Crompton, she is known in the home improvement circles as the Inventor Lady. She is going to kind of, co-host a little bit of the show, and but it's going to be a weekly part of Home Talk USA where we're going to put a big shine on all these great inventors and entrepreneurs. And matter of fact, she's on the line right now. I'm excited. Miss Rita Crompton, the Inventor Lady herself, welcome to Home Talk USA. How you doing, Miss Rita?
I am fine. How are you? It is so good to visit with you.
Oh, great. You know, Rita, for years and years, we've been bringing our radio program to all of the trade shows, and the majority of the trade shows that we do attend, that's where I first met you. They call you the Inventor Lady. Now, explain a little bit about who are you, a little bit about what you do, and what we can expect starting next week with the Invent America show that you're going to help me put together.
Okie dokie. Well, I am really excited about this opportunity. I have been helping inventors for about 15 years now. And yeah, I got my name, the Inventor Lady, because I was downtown at the, Chamber of Commerce one day, and the guy goes, "I know you. You're that Inventor Lady." And it's like, it works for me. And inventorlady.com was available. So that became my brand. Everybody knows Inventor Lady. They, want to go to the National Hardware Show. They Google Inventor Lady, and all the details are there, and it's so funny. But one of the things that, that I've learned, Michael, over the years is that as a licensing agent, which means I help inventors inventors license or, for a better description, rent their intellectual property to somebody else, a big company that's going to make it, sell it, and send us a check. If I could help sooner rather than later, all right, we would have a better chance of getting the products into the marketplace, because I don't get paid until my inventor gets paid. We share in the royalties. But sometimes they would come to me and they would make these horrible mistakes that you just can't unravel. And so we became very involved with the United Inventors Association, which is, the national organization, with the same idea, is that we could help inventors who have an idea, all right, and say, oh, I've got this cool idea, but I don't know what to do with it. We could help them at a much lower cost and at a much greater success rate if we walk them through the steps systematically.
So basically what you do is you find, either they find you find them, these entrepreneurs, inventors that have these great ideas, and you pretty much walk them through the step-by-step, whatever it takes, eliminating all the past mistakes so they can take their product to market. That's pretty much it right there?
Yeah. I mean, what we're looking to do is to be able to get them through the process. And inventing is a little bit different because you make business decisions based on the information you got at the last step. So it's not like you can say, all right, my goal is to get into all of the Home Depots, but I have to make business decisions as we go along. And, because inventing, it's a different animal. It's not like saying, I'm going to open a new pizza shop. It is a growth process, and inventors would make mistakes early on that were very difficult for us to unravel. And sometimes they had a really great product. I mean, your audience are our perfect inventors, because the best inventions we see are the ones that somebody came up with at home, in the yard, in the, their shop someplace, and something breaks. The ranchers, the farmers, the guys on boats, they're the ones that something breaks and they have to be able to fix it right now, or the boat sinks. The crop doesn't get harvested because the tractor's not working. And they'll come to me and they'll say, oh, well, I was out in the field, or, oh, well, I was doing this before this car fell on me, I figured out a way to keep it propped up. Those are our best inventors.
Now,
they have hard ideas.
Now, I need to tell my audience, this segment that we're going to do is pretty much going to be the third hour of Home Talk each week, where we're going to designate pretty much the whole hour to all these inventors to get them exposure. Now, I also got to tell my audience, this is not an infomercial. None of these entrepreneurs are going to be charged to be on this radio program. That's not what we do here. We're about education, information, but, with a partnership with you, all the inventors, I think it's going to be a great winning format, because now we're going to give a platform to all of these great future companies or inventors, right?
Right. We've got two things that we're going to be working to accomplish with this. One is, the rough numbers that are on the USPTO deep down in their databases, and USPTO is the United States Patent and Trademark Office, is that there's about 10 million wannabe inventors out there, people who have, that aha moment, they've come up with something new, and they don't know what to do with it. And so we want to provide them with the steps so that we're able to kind of mentor them, protect them, and say, okay, here's what's next. Here's the information. And with the idea then that as they're going through these stages, different companies, all right, that could be potential licensee or resellers of this product are paying attention, and they see what's coming. And they go, we want some of that in our store. We want to get, or your audience out there saying, I want one of those. And they go down to their local Ace store and say, hey, this is coming. We want you to get it. So all of your listeners have a role in what we're trying to do.
Well, Rita, we got to take a sharp break. I've got to step away just for a minute. Got to pay some bills here. Got to keep Home Talk on the air. Our guest today is Miss Rita Crompton. She's known as the Inventor Lady, and we're talking about a new segment that we're going to be introducing next week called the Invent America Show. That's right. It's going to be inside of Home Talk USA, where we're going to be talking to some exciting future inventors. All right, this is Home Talk USA with the Cajun contractor Michael King. I'll be right back.
Welcome back to Home Talk USA with Michael King. Do you have questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need with HomeTalk.expert. That's HomeTalk.expert. We invite you to visit us at HomeTalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, back to the #1 home improvement radio program in the country with the man from the Bayou Land, your host, the Cajun contractor, Michael King.
That's right, we are streaming live on the World Wide Web. It's Home Talk USA. Don't forget, that's right, we're starting Season 4 of our television show at HomeTalkTV.com. We just loaded up our 61st episode, so check it out, HomeTalkTV.com. And obviously, all the information about this show, my radio program, my TV program, all my great partners of Home Talk, you can go to HomeTalkUSA.com. My guest today is Miss Rita Crompton. She is called the Inventor Lady, and we're talking about a new segment of Home Talk that's going to begin next week in the 3rd hour, where each week we're going to focus on inventors and their products. And Miss Rita is going to kind of help co-host this to get it started, and we should hope you, my audience, really enjoy the future products and technology that the show will educate you on. Now, let's face it, your home is going to be your biggest investment, so you might as well get the information. Miss Rita, before the break, though, you was explaining a little bit about what my audience can expect from you. And now, where are you going to be pulling your inventors from? Where are you going to be getting? Obviously, you're going to get some from the show, but where is these potential guests going to come from?
Well, I've had a lot of experience with my inventors at the National Hardware Show. And just to plug, we are going to the National Hardware Show. So if you've got a listener out there who thinks they should be there, they need to get on my website and get a hold of me. However, all right, we've met lots of inventors there. I know inventors from Florida to Washington State and California to New York. So what we're looking at doing is having a topic, all right, and then having in a couple of inventors that have issues with that topic, so that it's got some for structure to then each show. And that's what we're kind of, and then somebody on that's an expert in being able to answer that question. So the people that are in different stages can say, oh, I want to listen to this. Oh, I know this, I could participate. The topics will be posted about a month out on my website for the Invent America. And so people can go and say, oh, I've got experience with that. Oh, I want to participate. Yep. Or, gee, I should listen to the show because I need to know these things coming up. So we want it to be a real structured information place where people can go in kind of that safe, free environment where they can listen to the show. They can get, if they wanted to join a group, they can get plugged into a group free. And then they would be able to interact with other inventors and with myself and other experts to answer their questions. But the idea is that it's always, whether it's, it's on the Home Talk segment or on one of the groups that we're promoting, it's always free for the inventor to go and gather good information on making the right next decision.
And that website, your website, now I'm going to say it again because I know people out there right now trying to write it down, is inventorlady.com, inventorlady.com. Now, that's your website right now,
that's
right?
Yep, that's the website.
And that's where most of the information, the upcoming guests, what we're going to be talking about. All the information is going to be right there, inventorlady.com, and obviously we're going to put it on our website at HomeTalkUSA.com, right?
Correct. And we will be putting it out on Facebook, LinkedIn, into all the groups that we are part of, and all of the different inventor groups are going to be promoting it, so that we'll be able to have inventors at all different stages across America participating, and then the United Inventors Association, the national organization, will be promoting it as well.
Now it's going to be, what? You're going to have like 3 different guests an hour, something like that? What my audience can expect, maybe 4, 3? How's that going to work?
Well, my guru in all of this, you, I'm taking my lead from you. And so, you get to tell me, Rita, this is how we're going to do this, because I know this is how it works out best. And I appreciate that very, very much. You've had a very successful show over the years, and I want to follow your lead in this.
Well,
and what we want to do then is have 3 segments, just like you did in your show, and our thinking, and some of this may adjust based on, topics that come up and resources of something we want to share with our audience. But in the beginning, you never heard that before, we will do then a beginning inventor who's just having trouble with something, a seasoned inventor who's dealt with the issue, and then an expert, maybe a service provider, who can help answer questions.
I hate to put you on the spot. Do we have any inventors lined up for next week?
Well, yes, we do.
Well, let's announce them if you have them right there in front of you.
Well, the first one, the topic that we are looking at is really, how do I get started? All right, what am I going to do? So I've got a couple of seasoned inventors lined up. George Peters out of the Boston area. His product is in the White House. He was chosen to be the representing Massachusetts when they did Invent America at the White House a couple of years ago. And so his product is there. He's had 3 other products in the marketplace. So he's a good one for us to ask some questions as far as, what do you be careful of? How do you get started in this? His big one was always money. So, that is the biggest challenge for independent inventors. So that's one of the focus things we're going to look at in that first show is, what do you look at? What is the kind of that timetable? Where should you go then for scheduling things out on the checklist that you would do? And then on the next one that we're going to do is we're going to look at then a couple of the inventors. It's like, all right, I didn't do a search. Why did that get me into trouble? Because we always say the first thing you pay for is a professional independent search. Well, why is it a conflict of interest for the attorney to do that?
Yep.
So being able to talk to then some inventors about how to be careful. You want to be the framer of the conversation. The attorney is not your partner, your billable time. Well, how do we guide you through those steps?
Yep.
How do you be careful when you're dealing with then an engineer? And I don't mean being careful as being, how do you ask the right questions?
Yeah. Well,
and
Rita,
so we want you to be in charge. As the inventor and the one paying the bills, we want you to be able to know how to ask the right questions without having to read a 500-page book.
Wow. Well, it sounds like we got a great show planned for next week. I'm excited. Give us that website again. It's inventorlady.com, right, Rita?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, we sure hope you stay tuned next week. We're going to have the Inventor Lady on. We're going to be interviewing some of the top inventors out there, educating you. If you have a product and you want to get it to market, that's going to be the segment you want to listen to. All right. We're going to take a short break. We're going to have another guest, another topic right here on Home Talk USA. Y'all come back now, you hear?